Average Pat's Movie Reviews.
Hi everyone, Average Pat here to chat today about the movie Rocketman. I apologize for the delay in getting this out. I was trying to tinker with new controls and features on this program on how to make these movies, and unfortunately I changed the settings for savings and wound up saving it into an unreadable file numerous times. So without further ado, my review of Rocketman. I was fortunate enough to see this 2 weeks early. It is releasing officially today. It is the epic biopic of the life of Elton John, obviously. Reginald Dwight, who experiences ups and downs throughout his life, and they're portrayed very differently than the scenes and stuff that was portrayed in Bohemian Rhapsody were. This movie, surprisingly, is more like a musical biopic than an actual biopic of his life. There are other characters in the movie that actually sing their lines, their roles, and their struggles of what they're going through, as well as what he's going through. The voices are phenomenal. Taron Egerton did amazing as Elton John himself. After they first met, I believe the first time they met was on the set of The Kingsman, the sequel, The Statesman, the one with Channing Tatum. Excuse me, I couldn't think of his name for a moment there. It was an incredible little silly performance that he had, but he felt very well and very relaxed around Mr. Egerton. Got to know him very well and decided that he wanted to have him portray him. The ability of him to perceive and to, frankly, just to find the perfect cast for himself was kind of unique and very well played. It is amazing the way it played out. The one thing I did notice is that the songs are not in the typical key you recognize, but that's a minor detail, and in the end it doesn't really matter because the songs are still beautifully done. It's an amazing performance in this movie as well by Bryce Dallas Howard, who, if you're not even aware that she's in the movie, you wouldn't realize it's her. That's how good she is with her character. She is that deep and inside and not her typical redheaded self. It's just an amazing role for her. The story of Bohemian Rhapsody encased most of the life of Freddie Mercury, but tended to have its drawbacks, and a lot of people thought that it shied away from his relationships because they were too daring or too controversial. They didn't know how to portray an actual gay relationship on the movie screen. This movie was not afraid of that. It addressed it head on quite well, actually. Some people may find it surprising. I was impressed that they actually had the gumption to try to do it and did it successfully. Richard Madden is another person who's in this movie. He was in the Netflix series Bodyguard, who did an amazing role in that. Does an amazing role in this one as well. The relationship between Elton John and everybody in his life, be it ups and its downs and the twists and turns, the suicide attempt, the depression, the well-documented ups and downs of his life are all portrayed frankly, very well. I wish they'd paid a little bit more attention to the suicide attempt. By the way, it's not a spoiler. Everybody who knows anything about Elton John knows that he did attempt it a couple times. But overall, this movie is raising the bar of the biopic of a rock star even higher than Bohemian Rhapsody did. I honestly believe that Taron Egerton will be nominated for Best Picture, for Best Actor. This may be nominated for Best Picture. I would suspect it will. I'd be kind of disappointed if it's not. The cinematography is incredible. The color, the lighting, the costuming, everything is done incredibly well to recreate actual moments in history with their own little flair, with their personalization of it. The ability of them to pick up the stories, the intricacies of his ups and his downs, and how deep they go into them and show his point of view as to what everything was like, and to hear him, try to overcome and perform as best he can during these ups and downs, to see him struggle with pill addiction and with drugs and cocaine and stuff along those lines, was very well portrayed, and I thought they did a glamorous job of it. My rating for this, 4 3/4, easily. It's not quite perfect. Like I said, I think they should have addressed a suicide attempt a little bit more. They kind of addressed it but glossed over it and made it into a song. Fitting, of course, but I think they should have addressed it a little bit more head on. They do address the stress of him being who he is and the expectations he has and his whole life coming up. So it was very well done. 4 3/4 easily for this picture. I expect Taron Egerton to get Best Actor, and I honestly hope and suspect this should get Best Picture nomination as well. So if you like my reviews and you want to hear more of them, please like my page on Facebook, subscribe to this channel on YouTube, make sure you tell friends about it. The more likes I get, the more I see people are interested in my stuff. Drop me a couple comments. Let me know what movies you want to see me review. I'm going to try to hit Godzilla to King of the Monsters this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to. And I'll get that review out to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks. Have a great day.